Hey, brothers and sisters, it's a day 28, right? And I am here with a new beautiful topic that will be helpful for all of us. Not only helpful, that will be a little fun, right? Why I'm happy, a lot of prison. I don't want to waste your time saying that. Of course, I'm practicing it, and after this video, of course, I will practice it. That why I'm happy, three things, four things, five things, and if I remind it continuously to me, it will be kind of a instinct kind of thing. It will be hash mapped in with my mind, and I will be a positive person. And as always, I'm right now because I have something right now that I haven't before. Today, the topic I figured out, and I just thought about it, and I just feel a very strong attraction to express this thing to you. First of all, let me show you something. This man is called Sandeep Maheswari from India. Has a lot of followers in his Facebook page. On my early days, I used to watch a lot of his videos. Now I'm watching his videos, but he will give you some solution in temporary basis that will be effective. But when you will follow that for a long period of time, maybe you will find some defect, or it's up to you. I've found that, but I cannot say that you will also find it, whatever. But he's a good guy. It seemed to me the appearance he shows, he provides, is good for the people. Today I was watching a video of his about what is death by Shandip Maheshwari. What is death? What is death? First of all, give me an overall perspective, perception about Shandip Maheshwari, what he does. He has two channels. One is Shandip Maheshwari, which is of his name, and another is Shandip Maheshwari spirituality. Uh, from his core channel, main channel, Shandip Maheshwari, the video he published, if you uh, have a overall perspective watching those videos, you will find one thing: he is a pure materialistic person. But after discovering Shandip Maheshwari spirituality, then you will find, yeah, no, he is not only materialistic. He has some thinking, some own view of spirituality, and you can say that he just made a uh, complete a new package of maybe you can say lifestyle by himself. So he's talking about what is life, uh, what is death, what is death. In that video, of course, if you just try to people make people understand, make people understand by saying something like, okay, I'm going to give you advice, know thyself, know thyself. আমি যদি বলি, if I say something about know thyself, what does that mean? People will not catch the exact thing that does the what does it mean by know thyself. So he a simple things he just expressed that in different perspective, try to express in different sometimes he just express some funny thing, make people laugh, and he just has a good mechanism to make other understand a simple thing in a simplest way. So when somebody asked him what is death, he said that it's none other than it's no other than decomposition of matters. We all say that according to it's a materialistic perspective, a clearly materialistic view, and I am not judging him on behalf of that. So what is materialistic thinking? Matter what? Is composition and decomposition. In our world, there are a couple of materials, right? Combining all of those things. If we die, will be like our body will be decomposed. Am I right? So that's what do you mean by that? It will be again. It will take another form as matters that it was before, from soil. We are right now, we came into existence, we got a form inside us, in our body, by what? By matter. So if you just take a holistic, a simple view on it, that we are from matters, uh, if you're just going to die, that matters will be all coming matters will be preserved again from our body, and it will decomposed, right? So every structure, everything in the world you see, if you consider about animals, if you consider about trees, if you consider about groups, if you consider about the matter, everything is matter. And the problem is it's decomposition, not the problem, sorry. The thing is it is decomposed, and it has a form. If that is in that form, I call it human. If that is that form, I call it mobile phone. And if it is some other form, you will call something others. And when we eat something from a groups, it grows. What it takes, it is necessarily a matters, combination of matters, and sometimes light energy. So and energy can convert into matters, and matters can be converted into energy. So all energy also a form of matter, and matter is also form of energy, and everything is composition, you can say. And so nothing else exists other than matter. Nothing else exists other than matter. So one thing I want to demonstrate, and one thing I want to say to you guys, if I show you these things right now, what you will say? It's a white kind of thing, right? Because I'm providing you just one input, one source of information. And now what you will say that it's also some white shape, but in another, it's also white color, but in another shape. If I show you that, you'll say that is a screen. I'm not showing you outside part, just showing you that screen, right? If I show you that, you'll say that's our collection of button, set of button, right? So if I am showing you just that, and you are just watching that for the first time in your life, definitely you will know, you do not have, you will not have any idea about the mobile phone, what actually it is. So, and if I play video song from here for the first time to you, you will say something like it's a video player, or it's a equipment that plays video music or something like that. If I play video and if I escape it from you, uh, play a song, and if I just hide it down from you, you will say that it maybe it's some instrument playing song. But if I took that in your past time, maybe 100 years back from today, they will say, okay, what it is, I can watch people here, so it's magic, magic, magic. So perspective observation differs from place to place, persons to persons. And if we try to find everything in logistic way, yeah, you can be close to it. But in logistic world, in philosophy, there are two kind of logic. One is is strong logic and weak logic, you can say in a simple way. But you cannot go towards the, you cannot say that it is the only truth, because whenever we observe sun, right, we observe sun, that seems very little, but is that little? No, it's huge. If a blinded man is just staying here and he's getting heat in shining day, right? What he will say? It's heated thing, right? Something is heated, that will be called sun to him. And sometimes when we just put our pain in the water, what the water will seem, what the pain will seem, that will seem like a little angled. The pain will be a little angled if I put it on the water. uh, so, in our observation, whatever we see in one perspective, it may seem good, but it doesn't necessarily mean that is the only real truth, because the pen is not angled, right? If I put it on a glass of water, that you will find that the pen will be like, it is coming from that, and here will be a angle and something like that. The sun is not exactly little that you are saying from your science perspective. So there is another thought comes into play, that is rationalism, which is, if I am showing you that, so that color, and if I show you that, okay, so two thing, if I show it in Bangladesh, people will say that both color are the same. If they're saying, right, if I put that in America, they will also call both color are the same. If I say 2 plus 2, what will be? You definitely will say that 2 plus 2 is 4, because all of the people, if you get a collective experience, people feel in that way, and their rationality comes into play. So that's the good source for finding truth, because that is truth. You can observe it a lot of perspective, and that will give you a exact sense that is going to give an American guy or a UK guy, right? So maybe I am unable, I was not that much good to to make you demonstrate that, but that is the thing. So you can say a lot of things, all the matters you can see, you can visualize, you can sense are from matters, just decomposition of matters. Yeah, you can say it. It's a perspective. You just, it's a perspective, it's observation. It's a observation in own perspective. But can you come to a decision according to that, just that that observation? Can you or should we come in a conclusion according to that observation, that these things and these things are matter, but but the composition is different. So that's all matter, nothing else. Matter. That is that only perspective to view things. It will be, will it be holistic, whole overall view? I can say, and I can assure you that you are also saying no. Of course, it cannot be, because if you just observe with those sense, with on knowledge, just knowledge, with arguments and a lot of things, maybe it's a perspective, but not necessarily mean it's truth. Whenever you are just studying about materialism and you're just thinking about it a lot, and you're just believing in decomposition, here comes into place. Here a great big argument comes into play. You'll find everything in create in the world exists in front of you, around you, has a proper discipline, and a sign of intelligence, sign of intelligence. If you consider about periodic table, hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, neon, sodium, magnesium, aluminum, silicon, phosphorus, sulfur, chlorine, argon, potassium, calcium, scandium, titanium, vanadium, chromium, manganese, ferrous, cobalt, nickel, copper, zinc, gallium, germanium, a lot of things. So if one proton increases, then the whole personality, the whole property of a, what could I say, of a atom, the whole personality will be changed, property will be changed. Hydrogen to helium, one proton's difference, right? Who decided it, man? It's a, in your DNA, the mechanism is beautiful, and it is happening in the exact same way. Of course, in your mind, your neuron synapses connection are being accurate, and that is beautiful. If you view the world, if you view the world in a good perspective, there is exactness, right? Exactness. And everywhere, time you just view anything, has a real exactness, has a real beauty. Maybe a theist person will call it, it's it's a sign of God. It's a sign of God, because there is exactness, there is a beauty. Of course, someone will decide it, and hence there is God. So atheist comes into came into this decision that, of course, maybe there is something superior, but they don't claim it God. They say the nature created it. Nature created everything. Nature just decomposing one thing from another form to another form, another form to another form, matters to energy, energy to matter, and photosynthesis makes some uh, a lot of thing. Actually, you can just visualize it. As I am not that much prepared for make this video, but suddenly I'm making it. So that's the thing. Unknowingly, there came into a conclusion that there is some superior existence, superior being exist. So that is controlling all of those things in a beautiful manner, you can say, ethics and everything. And they're calling it, they're proclaiming it, it is nature. It's nature. But then another question comes into play. What is nature? Who created nature? Who decided nature into existence? Who? What is nature? Who created nature? Then maybe they will not answer you, or they will just be quiet or say nature is nature, nothing else. Is that satisfying question? Then there is another probability. Of course, someone will agree you. By the way, Sandeep Maheswari is one of those. I personally observe him. He claimed, and maybe you have, nature is the creator of everything. He definitely he haven't said it maybe in public places, but according to his gesture, posture, so thought process, if you analyze it, you can say that maybe he believed on nature. Nature is created everyone, everything. So that is the thing. Then comes into play who created nature, and somebody will maybe then say, of course, they will just try to proclaim or understand. Yeah, there is a God maybe who created nature. There is not there is a God. There is something that will be superior than nature that created it. But if you then who created that superior being? And then comes into a question. Maybe there is someone who created that and that and that and that loop is not only not is not this is not loop. That's what could I say? That sequence. Uh, one God created another God. One God created another God. You are created by God. Nature is created by God. God is created by God. God is created by God. That sequence will be in infinity. You cannot think about infinity. How can you imagine infinity? Of course, nobody can think about infinity. We don't have this capability. It's also a boundary, right? Thinking boundary. We cannot view infinity. So, if this process is going towards infinity, and it's running today, also it's running and running and running and running, then there is no questions of us to be existed in this world. Then where we are, if the creator is the sequence is running from towards the infinity, then where we are, we will be never be existed in this world because it's running, its process is running. So there should be a conclusion, or there should be a concept of a superior being who is not created and who is of other. we we're just created being, right? And for this created being, whatever we observe here and there, if we just try to create something in epic thing, new thing, totally new, that will be of another level. Like I'm saying you, like I am uh, asking you to create a thing that will be other than the sense you have sensed some animal other than the animal that we have already sensed. What you will make? Maybe you'll put a eye, but that eyes, right? Eyes will be of different level. You will put a mouth, but maybe that is not human mouth or something. Maybe you will put a mouth of a hen or a horse and something. You cannot make anything epic, totally exceptional than the created being. You cannot make it. I can assure you. So you just try to make it happen by yourself. You will not be able to make it. So the creator who created our senses, the laws, the matters, the energy, the eye, the light, honesty, dishonesty, good, bad, truthfulness, every aspect of thing that we can imagine, every death and life also, it's a created thing. It's a created thing. It's created for boundaries, right? You have to live for a couple of times, a collection of times, and you will die. Death, you born and you die. You will die. So everything is created. Everything, single thing is created, and we cannot think other than that. In that limited uh, perspective, in with that limited view of understanding, is that possible to properly a holistic view to understand God? Is that possible? I don't know what if you understood or not what I'm trying to say, but according to me, it's totally impossible. We'll not have the holistic view about Creator, but if we just try to knowledge and try to view the world in a simple in it's not simple, in different perspective. Of course there is a thing that will make you feel think. You will, of course, that will make you feel uh, maybe there is some exceptional being who is controlling all of the pattern, all of the exactness, all the beauty inside everything, a great sign, a great architecture, a great intelligence, and that is unthinkable for human being. Peace be upon you.